All right, what I wanted to kind of go over a little bit with this horse, he's really green. Only had him probably about 2 weeks now, and he's a little older. We did a lot of groundwork with him in order to get him ready for me to ride him. So he doesn't have that many rides on him, probably 6 rides. We've already rode him pretty good today. He's just about done for the day, but I wanted to come over and show you guys real quick how I start my horse is to get a really good guide on him, or what some people will call a fancy hand. And what I do is basically 3 moves that kind of specify different parts of their body that I want: the hips, the withers, and their shoulder. Well, actually, the hips, the barrel, and their withers. And that's kind of, I didn't really bring up the face. That's kind of what I want to go to last. So I just really want to work on his body first. And I have different hand positions for all of that. And I just kind of wanted to start showing you guys on this horse. He's really green and he's not good at it yet. And we'll do another video in about a week and show you guys his progression. So the hips, what I like to do is I like to make sure that hip signal is backed by my hip. So, and I'll also turn my shoulders to help him, and I'll kind of point a lot of energy towards his hip. So if I pick up on my reins, I'm going to twist my body, and I'm going to look at that rein, or look at that hip, and get him moving around on that hip right there. And that, I kind of like to do that to both sides. A little touchy there. But I'm turning my shoulders, I'm looking at that hip, and he's giving me some pretty snappy movements there. Okay. Another would be, how I'll get his hips to his barrel, is I'll take that hip movement here, I'll take some impulsion from this, and then I'll bring my hand to that horse's withers, and we'll start moving him. We'll start moving him from here to here, and kind of drawing that energy to his barrel to kind of help us move him sideways. I kind of have to help him sometimes with that outside rein. And like I said, he's really green right now, and it looks really ugly, but that's why I'm showing you guys now, because I want you guys to see how he progresses in 1 week. So I'll do that, and then also the shoulders. Here's one thing that I like to do: the shoulders that will kind of help you guys understand a little bit how I get my horses to turn a little bit. And what I'll do is I'll connect this rein to this leg, and this rein to this leg, and then that's how we start getting that forward movement. And what that really, I'll explain this a little bit better later. But I want control of this leg in order to move it out of the way for this leg. And this leg comes across with impulsion, but this leg has to be taken care of first. So this is where I start. But what I want him to do is if my hands are forward, so the hips were back here, the shoulders are forward, almost in front of the saddle, or almost even with the saddle pad, I'll kind of bring him out, and I want him to step. He might not do it. He probably won't. There. And I want him, there he goes. And it's really bad, because his guide's not very good. He hasn't had very many rides, probably maybe 3 or 4 rides. And his hips aren't very still. There we go. So it's kind of bad, but that's kind of where I like to start, because I need him to move this leg so I can get this leg room to cross over and maintain the position on his hips. So a little bit rough there, but that's kind of where I wanted to start and show you guys, and we're going to add this to his riding battle week. Show you guys kind of how he's doing.